All right, I got an update. I don't know how long it's been since the segment just seconds before, but it's been probably a week. Maybe not quite that long, but anyway, I got the clear, everything on the body of the truck is painted, and looks great. Very happy with it. Super nice. I cleared it. Got some decals that are buried in clear now, like especially the little emblem in the back. Looks great. Everything looks good. I stuck the tonneau cover on it. It's a little tight, but it won't just fall off, or else I'd take it off and show you the bed, hood, roof, and all that stuff looks great. So I installed the engine into the chassis. I hadn't put the little top on it yet. Let's see, how does that thing go? SSR, it goes like this. Something like that. I'm working on getting the radiator installed. So the bottom of the radiator had two little pins that I thought was flash, so I cut them off, and now I've got to figure out exactly where the radiator goes. But I do have the radiator hose right there, and that will help me determine exactly right where the placing of it is. Anyway, easy, no problem. That looks just absolutely wonderful to me. I think it looks great. Got a little heat staining on the exhaust. The seats, I painted them leather. You haven't seen them yet. They look really nice. Looks like a worn suede. I took my finger, and you'll see it, but I rubbed that. The way I paint that leather paint, it kind of atomizes or dries kind of before it even gets on the seat, so it's almost loose, so you can rub it. And you know how those, for instance, and I know this truck wouldn't have had those color seats. I think it looks nice though, but like a King Ranch Ford has those saddle type leather, and you know when people get in and out, it turns it darker, and so that's what it's going to look like. But I have taped off the headrests, because the headrests would have a little bit of, let me get this box cleared off and you can see, would have a little bit of chrome. Dang, everything's stuck to it. So the headrest here, come on, see how it's got that chrome? So I have right there as well, I have taped off the headrest, so that back portion, I've got some Tamiya gloss black on it, so I'm going to spray chrome on that. And the interior is, I'm just going to leave the interior tub black, but I'm going to spray some of that semi-gloss, Tamiya semi-gloss clear over the top of this. But what I want you to see, and also I'll show you where else I used it, but I've been using this Green Stuff World liquid mask. So this is like you paint it on, and it's rather than having a tape in certain areas, you can just paint that on, and you peel it off. It comes off like a it's like a film. It just peels right off. And on the interior here, I wanted to keep my center console cover, or the armrest, flat, but I wanted the rest to be semi, so I painted it on there. See how it is? And also under the hood, on the tank and the battery cover, or the fuse box cover here, I put it on there as well. So when I paint all this, it'll be somewhat of a semi-gloss, but when I pull that off, these will still be flat. I wanted to have the armrest to be distinct, so it would be flat like this. After the semi-gloss is, I'll pull that off. It works. That stuff works really, really nice. Also, what I was going to say about the body is, because clear is somewhat of a, at least 2K automotive clear is kind of thick, and what I want to, this is all going to be black. This will be black. This will be black. I masked off with that liquid mask all this here, and painted the 2K, and then once the 2K cured, I pulled the mask off. So now I don't have that layer of 2K here, so I'll tape it off and paint that black as well as this. Also, I'd mentioned that the sun visors, and there is a tiny little piece of trim here. I also masked off that so it wouldn't have a layer of clear on it. And hopefully I'll be able to tape it off. You see it's got that rubber right there, and I'll be able to tape that off and it won't have, like I say, I've avoided having that layer of clear coat on it. Now I'll tape off the red and I'll shoot black on that. But anyway, I think that'll be really nice. So my next step here is to, this body turned out great. Looks really nice. This is an excellent little model kit if you're wanting a model kit that almost falls together. This would be it. So I've got all this done. Anyway, I'm going to shoot some flat or semi-gloss clear on this, some chrome on the seats, and then I'll tape this off and paint it black. And yeah, that's what my next step is. But yes, this is looking real good. Really, really happy with it. And anyway, all right, next step, carry on. All right, guys, I think this will probably be the last update of this build. I've got the body pretty much completely assembled and everything in it that needs to be in it, and it looks really nice. Got the windshield in it. Did paint the black around the edge around the windshield, which looks good. You paint it from the inside, you can paint it with flat black because it's going to shine, or it's going to be glossy because of the glass that you're spraying it through. Yeah, everything looks nice. It does have the mesh. Don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there's mesh in the grill. And it's looking really nice. The only thing, I forgot to paint the back window, the edges, so it's over there drying right now. Got that, got the wheels together. Did a little black washing just in the middle, just to break it up a little bit. And the chassis and interior. Oh, so update on the interior. I had painted the seats leather, and they looked really nice, but then I tried to paint this chrome strip around the back of the headrest and I ruined it. It leaked through really bad, so I had to go back and do it again. So all of this black that you see is all Tamiya semi-gloss black, and then I painted the seats with MCW flat black, and I thought, man, those things look really nice. So it's a little different shade of black. It's black. It's a different sheen, I guess you would say. But I thought, you know, those look really like real black leather seats, and I just decided to leave them that black. And then I went ahead and used Green Stuff World liquid mask to mask off the headrests, the chrome headrests, because that stuff just worked really good. If you can see the really fine line, I just took it and it just kind of wicks into, because there's a raised portion, and I just put it on there and just let it wick into that, and it made such a nice line. I really am liking that stuff. So anyway, guess I'll go ahead and finish the assembly, and shouldn't be much longer at all. Just a few little things. Oh, I forgot I did paint the brake rotors. The calipers. So I just put a little paint on them. But this thing's going to look super nice. I'm really proud of it. I don't have the. Wow, that's tight. I was going to pull that off, but I don't have this mounted yet. I was going to take it off and show you the rest of the engine. So hold on, let me just set you right here. Oh, that's a good view. How in the heck did I get that on there? Anyway, I better not. Oh, there it went. Okay, it came off. I don't know why I was so stuck. Ooh, nice focus, Matthew. Alright, so anyway, there's the engine. It looks really good. I'm very proud of that. What a nice kit. Really nice. The belts and all that stuff on this one, they just look jam up. And I couldn't be more happy with this. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool kit. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to put it together. Be right back. Alright, everybody, here it is. Finished up. Super pleased with how this thing turned out. I couldn't be more happier with it. What a cool little kit to build. Never would have thought that I would have wanted to build this or thought it looked cool, but now that I built it, I'm like, man, that is a cool looking little ride. Kind of a confusing little thing. I don't quite understand it, but it is really neat. So it just went together like really, really well. I mean, every model kit's going to have some kind of little hiccup, and I can't really think of too many that this had, but it just turned out amazing. I'm so happy with the paint. This is just this was that candy apple red MCW enamel, and it does have 2K clear over it. I haven't polished. There's no polishing or anything. That's just out of the gun. So, and yeah, the finish is just great. Love it. But took a little extra time. I tried to take a little extra time on it because I wanted it to a little extra detail under the bottom and things like that. That's where I wanted to focus a lot more on, because I tend to avoid that. Not really avoid it, but just don't do it so heavy. And on this one, because the detail was so nice and it did go together so well, I said, you know what, I want to go a little extra, the extra mile. There's so much dust on it, but it turned out really nice. As I already mentioned, the seats, I had painted them leather, but then when I painted them with this MCW flat black, I just thought, wow, they look very authentic, I guess is what you would say. And the black is a little different than the black seats are a little different from the Tamiya black that's everywhere else. And I thought that they just turned out great. So I did some detailing in the dash as much as possible. It does have the instrument cluster decal that's in there, so if you look close enough you can see that. And like just the fit of this thing is just great. Under the hood, even the hood, I did do a little sanding on the hood to make sure that it would fit right before I painted it, you know, honestly, because who wants to go sanding on something that's already painted? So it's definitely, I don't know, just lost my train of thought. Sorry, I was pressing the button on the camera, totally lost what I was saying. But anyway, get the hood open. I don't want to put fingerprints on it. See if I can make the hood stay up. There we go. So they're under the hood. Got that Vortec V8, and it just turned out great. I mean, with these newer cars, there ain't a whole lot you can do. I guess a lot of plastic and stuff covers, but and I wish I could get a little more light in there, but it ain't happening. And the grill had the mesh, can't even see it. A lot of little details that you do to these cars, you can't even see it, and people don't know how to look for it. It's totally missed, but anyway, it's there. The tonneau cover is stuck. The paint is just like that under the tonneau cover. Someone warned me that in a comment that the tonneau cover could be very tight, and I thought that I had it fitting right, but after I painted it, a couple coats of paint made it a little bigger. So now it's stuck on there, and I'm not going to chance messing my paint up, chipping it to get it off. But anyway, it looks just as good under there as it does without it. It has metal exhaust tips, which is just too cool. The tips are metal. I you know, obviously I painted the, guess I'll get some fingerprints on it here. I painted the exhaust. This stupid camera has the hardest time figuring it out. But I painted the exhaust with metal paint. I forget, AK. I used a combination. It could have been AK, it could have been Alclad, but it was something. And there's your metal exhaust tips. Let me get back down on here. Yeah, there's your exhaust tips. I try to get them as centered as possible. Tail light. Everything fits so good on this kit. you know, it's new, 2006 I think, so it's a new kit. It wasn't some repop thing. Obviously couldn't repop something that didn't exist back then. But I'm super happy with it. I'll have some pictures at the after I get done rambling. And the roof doesn't fit quite as nice as I wish it would, but it still does go on there. And it looks cool. So should I display it with the roof on or the roof off when I take it to a show? That's what I want to know from you guys. Roof on, roof off. Wax on, wax off. I did paint the borders of the front and rear windows with the black, like I'd already mentioned. And mirrors, those are just chrome inserts that I didn't even glue. They just popped in there and stuck. I did glue the door handles. The wheels and tires, I did just a teeny bit of black wash right in the centers just to accent the center caps. But other than that, looks good. Can't wait to see it sitting on a show table over in North Charleston, South Carolina on October the 14th, I believe. Yes, I'd love to see you guys there. Go ahead and let's go do to Charleston. And I'll have a couple of builds there and look forward to seeing some of you guys. But that's the show that I'll be going to on the 14th, North Charleston, South Carolina. You guys be there or be square, whatever that means. So alright, I'm going to take some pictures and hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah, couldn't be more happy. Alright guys, thanks for your support. As always, check out hobbynumpmodels.com. It's where this beautiful MCW candy apple red came from. Go check out Mark's inventory and grab yourself something, a kit, some paint, everything you need to build a cool model kit. And yeah, thanks to my Patreon members, all you Facebook guys, all that stuff. Do appreciate you. Alright, so I'm going to take some pictures and we will see you guys on the next one. Take care.